Hello everybody, I'm Alfred and I'd like to talk to you about the movie Flag Day. Then just read the official synopsis. Jennifer Vogel's father John is larger than life. As a child, she marvels at his magnetizing energy and ability to make everything feel like a grand adventure. John teaches her so much about love and joy, but he also happens to be the most notorious counterfeiter in US history. Jennifer now struggles to rise above the wreck of the past while reconciling the inescapable bond between a daughter and her father. Now, you see, this is supposed to be based on a true life story. Apparently, there's a lot of exaggerations, and I don't get why they called it Flag Day. Because that suggests patriotism. You would think something patriotic, something heroic, something that has to do with America, especially at times like this with Trump and the so-called insurrection, and of course the actual insurrection of the BLM and the Antifa riots, and how the media covers that up. So that's a lot of things to talk about and get into. The fact that the left now says that the American flag is a symbol of racism, a symbol of the KKK. That in itself, that should be a key topic, not the story of a counterfeiter for a movie that is called Flag Day. Also this movie shows the problem. It is funny. This is what they do. In this case, this is a relationship with the father and the daughter, but apparently even though the things were good in the sight of the daughter, growing up, the father, was provider, wanted to spend time with the daughter and all of that. But apparently he was living a lie and he was actually a counterfeiter. So it goes back to this issue of the father and, the parents and the children. All these movies, you always see a situation where the father is bad or the father or the mother is a villain. There's always this friction between the parents and the child. And it's in the best interest for the child to go their own way apart from the father, to believe in something else, or to abandon the father or the mother's belief system, which is basically what this is about. That is what is actually shown in this movie, because the father still believes, and he's saying all kinds of kingpins type stuff, and he's saying, that he's innocent until proven guilty, and saying that you have to walk in a mile in my shoes to understand where I'm coming from, and all those kind of things. So, it is in the best interest for the girl to land in a better position. She has to disassociate herself from her father. She has to reject or turn away her father and his beliefs, because that is just the way that is best for her, that will lead her to paradise. So it is this situation where it is in the best interest, or things will work out well for the child if they go away from what their parents trained them to be, or what their parents told them, or from loving their parents or maintaining relationships with their parents. So there is that conflict, and that is what is in this movie. There are so many things to be said about this, but this is what Hollywood does, and this is what a lot of movies are all about. And that's why we Christians, we must take our place, and go into the entertainment industry and take it with the gospel. It doesn't matter how much money you have, just start from where you are. Take the first step. When you take a step, you will see you can take a second one, and then you can take a third one, and a fourth one, and on and on. But you need to move forward and take over this world with the gospel. It's very important that we do so, because this is the nonsense that they put out there. When children are continually giving messages of this sort, what do you think they will think? They will think that it's normal and is expected to always be at odds and disagree with your parents and go their own way, go your own way. When your parent gives you advice in this direction, you go in this other direction. Now in this case, because of the setting where the father is a counterfeiter, it will seem that, oh yes, the child has to go his own way, has to disassociate and all of that. But this is terrible, and this is all part of a bigger scheme, because now it wants the government to be the father. It wants political correctness to be the father, and the guiding force to be political correctness is now the father and the mother, and the deciding factor of morals and the way that children are being raised. It is sad, and we Christians must move ahead of this and stop it and flood the world with our content and our information. Let it be that when you look to the left or to the right, you will not be able to see any entertainment from the world, just from the church. That being said, remember to go to Alfred.vip, be a part of what we are doing to take over the entertainment industry. If you haven't given your life to Christ, go to salvationpride.alfred.vip. Thank you and God bless you.